On May 3, 1983, Days of Our Lives alum Peter Reckell unexpectedly appeared on our televisions as Bo Brady. We had no idea that 40 years later we would still be seeing him. That might not be fully true though. Bo Kyriakis returned from the dead mostly as a changed version of himself. The good news is that shortly before being placed into a coma, he did regain his composure and give us our adored Bo Brady. Was it all the audience hoped for the actor's 40th anniversary comeback? Not completely. But Reckell has argued that the fact that there was so much discussion and debate about it is a good thing. It indicates that individuals are still extremely impassioned. Whether in a coma or not, Bo is alive again, and the actor fervently wishes that he will be able to come back to carry on the tale of his well-known character. Reckell tweeted that on this day, what seems like a lifetime ago, I realized I was the luckiest man on earth. On the 35th anniversary of his debut. What a gift, what a ride, it was great. Naturally, he had no idea Bo would ever return at the time. Years remained before his heavenly journey, resurrection, and indoctrination, but even so, it was obvious that Bo's first 35 years had exceeded Reckell's wildest expectations. From the moment Bo arrived on his favorite motorcycle and rocked a leather jacket, it was one hell of a journey. Everything screamed rebellion, and truly that helps to explain why Bo would want to rebel once more after being raised from the grave, even if it was against the person he used to be. But all of it was still decades away. Fans weren't quite sure what to make of this handsome young man in 1983, when he had a roguish smile and charm enough make a nun blush. Picking up a woman who has been drinking alone may very easily result in tragedy, particularly if you first inform the bartender that you are going to the table with the little girl attached to it. Eek. We're about to hear a #MeToo warning story. But what actually happened surprised us all. For starters, Hope has never been the helpless princess. She tried to trick Bo into buying her a beer to start off their conversation, but people around her who knew better stopped her. Unfazed, Bo offered to take her out on his motorcycle for some fun. Hope seized the opportunity, but Bo pieced the puzzle together and discovered the stunning woman he had almost immediately fallen in love with was actually a high school student when she stumbled over the name of her school. It's no surprise he became a detective. Nevertheless, he'd promised to give her a ride home, and being the gentleman that he truly was, he kept his word and returned her to her parents without incident. But what actually happened surprised us all. For starters, Hope has never been the helpless princess. She tried to trick Bo into buying her a beer to start off their conversation, but people around her who knew better stopped her. Unfazed, Bo proposed to take her for a ride on his motorcycle. Hope took the chance, but when she stumbled over the name of her high school, Bo put the pieces together and realized the lovely woman he had almost immediately fallen in love with was actually a student. It seems sense that he chose to work as a detective, but he had promised to drive her home, and being the gentleman that he was,